صباح الخير لكل مشاهدين الام تي في. اليوم حلقه كثير مميزه من كتاب. نحن ما رح ننطر بقى انه الكتاب العالميين يجوا على لبنان، نحن رح نروح صوبهم واكيد عبر سكايب. اليوم لازم كمان نستفيد من التطور التكنولوجي اللي عم بيصير بهالعصر، وكمان أنا كحضرتي كمان مسؤولة عن الكتب والكتاب اللي بيكتبوا باللغة الأجنبية. اليوم رح نبدأ بسلسلة حلقات عبر سكايب مع كتاب لبنانيين الأصل ولكن لهم فوق 100 سنة أو 200 سنة برات لبنان، وأكيد كمان كتاب عالميين. اليوم رح أبدأ السلسلة مع الكاتب الأمريكاني اللبناني الأصل راف إليس اللي مقيم بأورلاندو بالولايات المتحدة، واللي كتب كتاب أخذ جائزة مهمة جدا Kisses from a Distance، وهو بيخبر فيه تاريخ اللي هاجروا من لبنان إلى أمريكا وخاصة عائلته هو. وكتاب رائع Kisses from a Distance، رح نقدر أكيد نشوف الكفر تبعوله موجود بلبنان لكل اللي بيحبوا يشتروه، موجود بليبري أنطوان. وقبل ما أبدأ حديثي مع راف إليس بحب أعرف المشاهدين كتير سريعا عنه. حضرته من مواليد نيويورك سنة 1931، وحائز على MBA من جامعة فلوريدا ويونيفرسيتي اوف سنترال فلوريدا، وكاتب محاضر عنده عدد كبير من القصص القصيرة. وكتابه Kisses from a Distance أصدره سنة 2008 وأخذ جائزة مهمة كتير من متحف الوطني الأمريكي العربي. لكن بنبدأ الحديث معه من عبر سكايب. بحب رحب فيه بالأول. مستر راف إليس، hello.
Hello. Hello.
I cannot hear you. أنا بطلب يمكن أنا مش عم بسمعه وهو عم بيسمعني.
I can hear you.
Hello راف. Yes, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I would like to thank you because you cooperated with us and you responded to my invitation. And I want to thank you because now in Florida it's like 5 a.m. الساعة 5 بكرة بأمريكا، وبدنا نتشكره لأنه واعي بكير أو بقي واعي كل الليل. I would like to start by asking you about the book Kisses from a Distance. I would like to know, why did you think about writing a book considering all the history of immigrants and especially your family who immigrated to the States on the early 20th century?
Well, there were a number of reasons why I was impelled to write the story. The first was that when my mother died, we found in her sanduq all these letters that she had saved over the years. They spanned 65 years. And after we had the letters translated, I read them over several times and I began to think there was a really good story hiding out in these letters. The second impetus was because we were imbued as children with the notion of being Lebanese and having a Lebanese culture. And so that also influenced me to write the book.
So you wanted to really find your real identity, who you really are, and how did you get there in the United States, I think.
Yes, I think all of us at some point in our lives begin to wonder who we are really and how we got where we are. And as I began to investigate the immigrant story and all of the troubles that they went through to come to America to seek their fortunes, it is a fascinating story. It's not unique to the Lebanese, however. Many immigrant groups also have similar experiences. And as a matter of fact, many people who have read my book, people who are Irish, people who are French, people who are Italian, have written to me and told me you could just change the names and the story would be the same.
Yeah, they found themselves in your story. I will translate very quickly. سألت راف إليس ليه شو اللي دفعه أنه يكتب كتاب عن المهاجرين اللبنانيين، وهذا هو تاريخ عائلته اللي هاجروا من لبنان بأوائل القرن العشرين. وهو قال من بعد ما توفت امه ولقيوا بصندوق كل الرسائل اللي كانت تكتبها للاصدقاء والقرايب بلبنان، وبيقول اكيد انه بقصته دائما اللبناني اللي بيهاجر بده يجي نهار بده يعرف مزبوط هويته، بده يعرف من وين هو وشو عم بيعمل بالبلد اكيد. وهيدي بقصته Kisses from a Distance في كثير مهاجرين غير لبنانيين لقوا حالهم كمان بهالقصه. Raff, it took you 8 years to write this book and during which you visited Lebanon many times. And I wanted to know, when you first visited Lebanon, what did you feel? And I wanted to know also, what did you answer your fellows Americans when they told you, what are you going to do there? Are you going to ride camels? So I wanted to know, what did you answer?
Yes, well, you know, Americans aren't terribly conversant with either geography or politics, to be honest with you. And whenever you mention going to Lebanon, the first thing they say, you know, is it safe? Is it safe? And you know, I've been going to Lebanon for many years. The first time I went was in 1971. And I remember my neighbors asking me when I came back, they said, do they have refrigeration there? You know? So the people have no idea of what Lebanon is about and what the Middle East in general is about. So yeah, it was an interesting experience.
Yeah, and what did you feel when you first came to Lebanon?
The first time I came, I thought it was utterly chaotic because the streets were crowded. It reminded me essentially of old movies of the 20s and 30s in places like New York. You know, you went down the street in Beirut and you had all these street vendors and crowded sidewalks and crowded roadways with cars and horns honking and so forth. So it was, I can only say it was utterly chaotic at first. Yeah. But I thought it was quaint in many ways.
Yeah. And you felt that you belonged here in Lebanon?
You know, that's a tough question because where do we belong anyway? You know, I was brought up as an American, and my parents were struggling to become somewhat Americanized and seek their fortunes there, and so quite honestly, when I was a child, I didn't care to be Lebanese because I wanted to be American, you see. Yeah. But as I grew older, and many Americans of immigrant descent come to this point. They realize that really, where are their roots? And it struck me as, maybe we don't quite belong here. Maybe we belong somewhere else. We're trying to bridge the divide, essentially, by discovering our ancestry and discovering our heritage.
Yes. ملخصا كثير هو بقى 8 سنين تيكتب هذا الكتاب، اجى من خلالهم كثير على لبنان. سالته شو حس اول مره اجى، اكيد حس انه في يعني بيروت مدينه كثير فيها ضجه، شبهته شوي على نيويورك بالعشرينات والثلاثينات، وكمان حس انه يعني اكيد ما في ابدا نظام، وبتصور هذا الشيء كلنا بنعرفه، ولكن اكيد حب هالشيء. وسالته اذا حس انه هو يعني جذوره لبنانيه صعبه، قال لي لانه على طول واحد بضله عم بفتش على هويته. وقتها كان صغير كان يحب يكون بس امريكاني، بس وقتها كبر حب انه ينبش على جذوره، وما بنعرف انه نحن قد ايه صار في مهاجرين، صار في لبنانيه برات لبنان 3-4 مرات اكثر ما في لبنانيه بلبنان، وهيدا شيء عن جد بيحزن بطريقه او ما. Raff, you are retracing in the book all your family tree involving the Al-Khazan family, Hubeish family and Kmeid family, and we can find pictures. I would like to see the pictures on the screen about all the persons, the heroes of your book. I wanted to know, how did you get all this information? How the things went when you came for during these 8 years?